Hi, and welcome everyone to week 3 of our online chair yoga classes. So if you're new to our sessions, my name is Chrissy White. I run Blackheath Yoga, a small yoga studio in Blackheath Village, but we are also working very closely with the Age Exchange in Blackheath Village, which is a wonderful community hub and charity that does lots of wonderful services for people in the Blackheath community, such as our chair yoga classes. And since unfortunately we can't be together in person for now, we're instead practicing online. So for today's practice, we need our chair, our comfortable chair, and we also need to make sure that we are in a comfortable position with our feet. So for me, I'm turning sideways. You ideally want to have the feet in a sort of 90-degree angle. That might mean you may need to pop something under your feet to give yourself a little bit more height if you've got short legs. Um, uh, and what else do we need for today? Oh, yes, and for today, we need something like this. So this is a yoga block. We have them in our chair yoga classes, but if you don't have a yoga block, you can instead use a book, something with a solid hard cover, nothing that's too heavy, otherwise you're going to have an extra workout for today, or anything that's square, maybe a little cardboard box, something that we can use for a couple of exercises today. But if you've got that, pop it to the side. And we're going to get started just with a moment of grounding. So shuffle yourself back on your chair so you can release your lower back and your spine into the chair, so you have a bit of support. Then we can soften through our belly and push your feet a little bit further away from the body so the feet can really sink down into the ground. Closing the eyes, swallow a couple of times so we can release tension across the jaw, tension across the face. And then take a long breath in through the nose and then side out through the mouth. Slow breath in and a big sigh out. And then one more, inhaling here and exhale. And on that exhalation, let yourself get very heavy. Allow the shoulders to sink away from the ears. Allow your belly to soften. And for a moment, bring the awareness onto your physical body. And let's give ourselves a scan here, from the top of the head down to the toes, to notice how your body feels today. Checking in with all different parts of the body, the crown of the head, down the shoulders into the arms. Noticing how the chest, the spine feels. Working your way down the hips, the legs, all the way into the toes. And then take a moment to notice how you feel inside, your emotional body. What feelings are present? And let's see if we can label them. So we're still living in these crazy times that affect all of us in one way or the other, and it is just natural that that affects us of how we feel. And maybe you've been feeling a little bit more stressed, a little bit more lonely or sad, and there's nothing wrong with that. But let's allow that feeling to come up for a moment and know that it is temporary. Everything passes, everything changes in our lives, feelings, emotions, and also sensations in the body. So take a long breath in through the nose and sigh it out to let that go. And allow the mouth to gently close. And let's allow the chin to roll forward and down to the chest. So we're beginning to release into the neck, into the shoulders. Take your time here. Let the head get really heavy. Notice any tension you're holding there. My shoulders and neck have been feeling particularly tense recently. So take your time here to release. Then draw your chin over to the right shoulder and take a moment to hold there. If you want to go a little bit further, we can release the left fingertips down towards the earth. So imagine you're trying to brush something that's just out of reach with your middle fingertips. Take another deep inhale here. And on the exhale, let the chin roll back down to the chest. Draw your left hand back into your lap. Notice the difference between the left side and right side. And then draw the chin over to the left shoulder. So make that movement as big as it feels good for you. Keep the gaze down towards the floor and have a little play here, maybe gently moving the neck from side to side just to find a little bit more release. If you've done it on the other side and you want a bit more, release the right fingertips down towards the mat. Take a deep inhale over into the right shoulder. And a slow breath out. Let the head roll back to center. And let the chin come back up to neutral. And still with your eyes closed, let's draw the chin over to the right shoulder as far as you can move it over. And then back to center. Inhaling here, and on the exhale, draw the chin over to the opposite shoulder. So just checking in here with our neck, and you might notice that this is easier on one side than it is on the other side, which is quite normal. The human body is pretty wonky at the best of times. So coming back to center and then gently blink the eyes open. And as you do so, extend the fingertips up to the ceiling and give yourself a big stretch, just so we can wake up a little bit through the spine. Begin to rotate at your wrists, very elaborately, beginning to rotate the hands down into your lap. That feels good. Good. And then let's shuffle ourselves away from the back of the chair. If you prefer to stay seated back, especially if you have any issues or pain or discomfort in your hips or lower back, then please stay seated with your lower back being supported. If not, we're going to find this slightly more upright, slightly more dynamic version to practice. So the spine is long, the ankles slide back to be underneath your knees. I hope you can see this. I hope I have judged the camera angle right. Good, sitting forward, and then close the eyes for a moment. And with your eyes closed, bring your awareness onto your belly, onto your core. In yoga, we call this area our bandhas. And we want to find a gentle, gentle activation. So a little lift through the pelvic floor and a little sensation of drawing in the belly. This is just very, very gentle, just very slight. And if you find this uncomfortable in any way, then feel free to skip that part. Good. Blink the eyes open, release the arms by the side of the body. And on your inhale, we're going to reach the fingertips high. Allow the palms to touch above the head. And on the exhale, lower down through heart center. Good. You can make this movement as big or as small as it works for you. You're the only person who knows your body and how your body feels today. Exhaling to lower down. We're going to do this one more time. Inhaling, growing tall. And exhale to lower. Let's release the hands onto the knees and flow through cat and cow. As we inhale, we're going to draw the chest forward, open the heart, open the gaze. And as we exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, rounding the spine. I'm going to move sideways so you can see if you're not quite sure what we're doing. Inhale, draw the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. This is called cow posture. And on the exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, rounding the spine like a cat that has a big stretch, or an angry cat. Two more. Inhale, draw yourself forward, open the heart. Exhaling, rounding the spine. And this movement can be as big or as small as it works in your body. Coming back forward, draw the shoulders up to the ears and then back and down. I'm going to start with a little bit of shoulder warm-up, shoulder mobilization. Bring your fingertips onto your shoulders. If the shoulders are a little bit too far out of reach, then you can just keep your hands further down the arm or maybe somewhere across the chest. Inhaling, let's draw the elbows together. Exhaling, bring them back down the body. Inhaling, drawing together, reaching high, and then exhale to release. So continue to move like this. With the breath, as you inhale, you reach high. And as you exhale, you draw down. And imagine there is a pencil on your elbow and you're trying to draw big circles onto the side of the walls. Don't worry, we're not actually doing that. One more time, inhale. And exhale, and then change directions. So draw the elbows back behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring it up. Notice that that movement might feel a little bit harder. And then come back forwards and down. Good. Inhaling, squeezing together, reach it high. Exhale to lower down. One more time, inhale. And exhale to lower. And then release the hands down onto the knees. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, and then hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Drop the shoulders with a big sigh. Inhaling, squeeze it up, hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and sigh it out. One more. Inhaling, 2, for 3, 2, 1, and sigh. And then give the head a little shake. Swallow a couple of times. Allow that tension to go. Good. So now we're going to move on to another little exercise where we're going to eat our block for or our block equivalent. So a book, a cardboard box, or if you don't have it, you can do it without as well. We're just imagining we're holding a block in between our hands. So we're going to grab hold of the block and hug the elbows into the body. So we're almost like robot arms. And imagine we're trying to present a beautifully wrapped parcel. Good. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to imagine that we're going to squish this parcel now. So pressing the palms of the hands together, noticing how the arms, the muscles in the arms begin to activate here. We're going to hold here for an inhale. And on the exhale, squeeze it together a little bit more. Good. Hold it here for an inhale. Exhale, squeeze it one more time. Good. And we're going to hold here for another inhale. And on the exhale, release. Take a deep breath in. And slow breath out, and notice how all that effort, that strain is slowly drifting away. Good. If that felt okay, we can do it again. If you want to go a bit further, we can even go a step further. If not, just keep your elbows hugged into the body just for a little bit of support so our shoulders are nice and stable. If you want a bit more, extend the arms forward, reaching the parcel away. Shoulder height or lower, it doesn't matter. Take a deep breath in. Notice that you're still sitting up straight. And on the exhale, squeezing that parcel. Good. Inhaling here. And exhale, squeeze that parcel a little bit more. So my arms are shaking a little bit. Yours might be too, or maybe they're not. It doesn't matter. One more time, inhaling. And exhale to squeeze. And as we're squeezing here, notice how we're really engaging through the center. And then release it down and let go of the parcel. Give the shoulders a little shrug from side to side, letting that go. Good. Lovely. So from here, we're going to move on a little bit more. So option to take this the next one nice and easy. And if you find this doesn't work for you, then just lower your arms at any time. So the next one, we're going to move our parcel above our head, reaching it high. The arms might be straight, they might be slightly bent, it doesn't matter. Reaching there, and we're going to hold it here for 1 minute. It's enough to hold our parcel here. If not, you can squeeze it a little bit to add a little bit of extra spice. And we're already on the clock. Don't worry, I've got a big digital clock right next to the camera, so I'm not going to cheat. Close the eyes. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, squeeze a little bit more. Noticing the contact here with the mats, with the floor beneath your feet. Can you spread the toes a little bit wider? Good. And then notice how, as we are pressing the feet into the floor, the thighs are activating a little bit. And because of this, we're also finding that length through the spine, that little engagement through the center. And yes, our arms are starting to burn a bit where we're already within the last 15 seconds. Good. We can hold this. It's probably another 3 deep breaths. So let's do this together. Inhaling deeply and a big sigh out. Inhaling deeply and a big sigh. And this is the last breath. In deeply. And on the exhale, release the arms down and close the eyes. Take a slow breath in and a gentle breath out. And allow all that effort to drain out of your arms. Notice that we have created some heat. We've encouraged blood flow to our muscles. Our muscles have worked hard. And now let's allow the heat, the sensation, the tingling to leave the body slowly. Checking in with our breath, that we're still breathing nice and deep. And then gently blink the eyes open. And give yourself a little smile. Well done. That was quite hard. So give your hands a little shrug from side to side. Oh, that's just a little fox wandering past my window. I wish I could turn the camera to show you, but I can't. It's okay. He's just run away. I might have scared him. I've got the windows open because it's really hot today. So anyway, enough of foxes and hot weather. We're going to move down to our legs now. We're going to use our prop one more time to create a little bit of heat, a little bit of action here through our legs. So use your prop, whatever it may be, and bring it in between your legs. Now, if you don't have a prop like this and you want to do this exercise in your own time, a good one to use is what is a toilet paper roll. And you can really squish it together. And imagine all of us have hopefully plenty of toilet paper in the house at the moment. So bring your block just above the knee. So I'm going to stand up for a moment so you can see where my block is. But have a little check-in. If it feels uncomfortable to position that block above the knee, just move it a little bit higher. Just to have something to be able to squish against. Then spread the toes, lower them down into the floor. And then we're going to squeeze the block together with our thighs. Good. We don't need to use the arms here, actually. If it helps you, please, by all means, use the arms. If not, let them rest down into the floor. And we're going to do this for 5 breaths. So inhaling deeply. Exhale to squeeze the block. So thighs are moving together. Inhaling deeply again. Exhale, give it a squish. Good. 3 more. Inhaling, grow tall. The crown of the head is growing tall. Exhale to give it a squish. Lower belly draws in for the inhale. Exhale, give it a squeeze. Good. Last breath here. And then exhale, give it a good squeeze. And then slowly release. Allow the tension to release. Grab hold of the prop and put it to the side. Let that go and begin to paddle out your feet. Lovely. Let that go. So especially as the weather is getting hotter, 2 things that are important. One is to drink lots of water, which I'm sure you guys are all doing. But the second one is to keep active. So as the heat is making us sit more, it probably feels like we're getting even heavier legs during the day. So a little bit of walking out your feet, even when you're sitting anywhere on the toilet, in front of the TV, having your breakfast, just give your feet a little bit of a move, a little bit of a paddle, just to help your circulation. It's really going to help with that sensation of heavy feet. Allow the feet to ground down into the mat, ground through the feet, and then lift all 10 toes away from the mat. Good. So the toes are lifted, the feet, the balls of the feet are grounding down. And just by lifting the toes, we're activating here through the toes. So you might find that your toes are not doing anything here. If that's the case, don't worry. It will come over time, I promise. Then ground the big toes down into the mat, but keep the other toes lifted. Inhaling, float all 10 toes away, and then exhale, lower just the little toes. And I'm just using my fingers here for a little bit of visual support. Inhaling, lift the little toes, and then exhale, bring the big toes down and the little toes, but keep the middle toes lifted. And that's quite hard. It might even help to look at your toes. It might even help to help your toes with your hands. And then release and walk it out. Lovely. Again, another little exercise just to keep those neural pathways going. And also to help our circulation. So let's do it one more time, a little bit faster. Float the toes away. Inhale. Exhale, press the big toe down. Inhale, lift the big toe. Exhale, lower the little toe down. Inhale, lift the big toe. And then exhale, lower the big toe and the little toe down. Keep the other toes lifted. And then inhale, lift the big toe. Now, lower the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, but keep the other toes lifted. Look down to your feet. Your feet might be doing something completely different. That's okay. Just try. And then release and let it go. Well done. Good. Let's stretch that out. Right, I think I need to move my chair back just a fraction so you can see, so you don't have my big feet in your face in front of the camera. Grab hold of the right foot from behind. Engage with the center, and as you exhale, we're going to float that leg away. It can be high towards parallel, or it can be a little bit lower. And then just begin to point and flex the toes. Good. Rotating through the ankle, going one way and the other way. Oh, the fox is coming back. Oh, I'm going to be very quiet now, just to see if he walks past. Oh, yes, he does. Oh, he's not sure. Oh, no, he's walked past now. And then come to center, hug the knee into the body. And then exhale, extend it out, kick the foot away. Good. Inhaling, hug it into the body. Oh yeah, he's gone. Exhale, extend it away. One more time. Inhaling, hug it into the body, hold it there. Now point the toes down to the floor. If you want, you can let go of your hands here. If not, keep them there, and we're going to hold and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, One, and then release and give your thigh a little squeeze. Let that go. This might make you feel almost crampy here in the hip crease or up on the thigh. That's pretty normal. It's quite a strong exercise. Good. And let's swap sides. Grab hold of your left foot from behind, engage for the center, sit up tall, and then kick the foot away and begin to point and flex the toe. Ooh, notice if there's any clicks, any pops. As always, my feet are very clicky here. Yes, rotating the ankles, another great exercise just to help that circulation. And you might find even after just doing this a couple of times a day, just gives you that boost of energy. Good. And then coming into stillness, hug the knee into the body, and then exhale, extend it out. Hug it in and extend it out. Let's try and do this with a smile on our faces, because that means we can't grit our teeth. Two more. And hug it in. Last one. Hug it in and then hold it there. And if you can, if you want to, float the hands away. And we're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, hug it out, give your legs a squeeze. So this one is a tricky one. And then let it go. Let's pedal out the feet a couple of more times. Good. Almost there. Almost there. Let's come into stillness for a moment. Bring your hands onto the knees. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Long breath in. And a long sigh out. And then close the mouth and allow the air to come in and out of your nose if that feels okay. Coming back to that rhythm. Focusing on the breath. And then together we will flow through one round of our sun salutations. So we've modified the sun salutations that you might find in a normal yoga class to be suitable for chair yoga. If you know the sequence, feel free to keep your eyes closed. If you're not quite sure you're doing this for the first time, then keep an eye on me. Good. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, release the arms by the side of the body. Inhale, reach the arms up above the head, grow tall. Exhale, lower through heart center. So we're going to combine all the things we have just done into one sequence. Inhaling, float the arms high, grow tall. Exhale to lower. Last time, inhaling, growing tall. Exhale, lower the hands down onto the knees, flowing through cat and cow. Inhale, draw the chest forward, open the heart. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhale, grow forward, grow tall. And on the exhale, we're going to fold forward. So bring the forearms onto the knees. Allow that crown of the head to sink down. Maybe the fingertips release all the way down to the mat. Take an extra breath in here. And a gentle sigh out. Inhaling, flow into a twist. Reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. So they might reach high, they might just come up to the knee. Exhale to lower. Inhaling, the right fingertips reaching up to the ceiling, or just to stay on the knees. Exhale to lower. And then inhale, slowly walk your hands up the knees. Draw the chest forward, open the heart as you get there. And then exhaling to round the spine. Inhaling, grow tall, reach the fingertips high. And as we exhale, lowering down through heart center, allow the eyes to close. Release the hands onto your knees, close the eyes, take a long inhale. And a big exhale. Inhaling once more. And exhale. And then begin to shuffle back on your chair. So we come back into our starting position where the back is supported by the back of your chair. Push your feet away from the body. Allow the thighs to sink down into the chair. Bring the palms onto your lap, facing upwards so the shoulders can open a little bit. And then allow the eyes to close. Finishing our practice with a few minutes of relaxation. And so we can really allow the body and the nervous system to settle into that state of calm, of feeling present. We're going to do a round of pranayama. Pranayama is a breath exercise. And in this version, we will extend the inhalation to the count of 4 together. And we're going to extend the exhalation to the count of 6. So lengthening our exhalation compared to the inhalation. Now, if that doesn't work for you, if it makes you feel in any way uncomfortable across your chest, then just ignore my counts and breathe in whatever way works for you. Take a slow breath in through the nose and a sigh out through the mouth. Slow breath in and a big sigh out. Now inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in and out. 3 more in your own time. And that last exhalation, let go of any count that you are holding in your head and allow your breath to return to its own rhythm. And then let's bring the awareness onto the sole of the right foot. And imagine, as I mention a part of your body, that you switch this body part off. You're letting go of any effort you're holding in the body. Moving from the sole of the right foot to the top of the right foot, right toes, ankles, right lower leg, knee, right upper leg, and the right side of the hip. Sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left toes, ankle, lower leg, left knee, left upper leg, and the left side of the hip. Allowing both feet to sink down into the earth. Soften across the belly. Release all the way up the spine, lower back, middle back, upper back, into the right shoulder. Soften the right upper arm, elbow, lower arm, top of the right hand, palm of the right hand, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Releasing across the chest into the left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, lower arm, top of the left hand, palm of the left hand, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Release all the way up your neck, across the throat. Soften the jaw, the tongue, cheeks, nose, eyes, and forehead. And just for the next few moments, allow yourself to rest here, being present. If you find that your mind is wandering, it's wandering into the future or the past, or it gets distracted by anything around you, maybe a noise, notice what the distraction is. Is it a thought? Is it a noise? And then bring the awareness back just for a few moments together. Slowly, without moving, Become aware of the sounds around you, sounds outside of the room you're in, and then inside the room you're in. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. And then invite some gentle wriggles here through your fingers and toes. Swallow a couple of times. Allow the head to shake from side to side and begin to make those movements bigger, encouraging some rotations through your ankles, through your hands, your fingers. And then still with your eyes closed, extending the fingertips up to the ceiling, give yourself a big stretch, ready for a beautiful day ahead of you. And then slowly allow the palms to float together in front of the heart center. Thumbs in touch with your sternum. Find a tall seat, a proud seat, and take a moment of gratitude towards yourself for making this time in your day to practice, to move, to flow, to be present with your body and your mind. Let's take a moment to honor this, our bodies and each other, gently bowing the head towards the hands. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed this. Or if you haven't enjoyed this, I hope it was useful for your body. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to send me an email. It's always welcome. The email address is hello@blackheathyoga.co.uk. You can also find this on our website, blackheathyoga.co.uk. And looking forward to seeing you guys again next week. Make sure you drink enough water. It's really hot out there, and stay well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye bye.